Sasha.
Have you been competing with me? Have you been doing that
for all of these years?
For all these years? You've been trying to out me? For all 5? How long have we been doing this? 6 years? 5 years? 6 years.
Yeah.
6?
Since
no, I don't know.
2018?
18.
17?
No.
16.
16.
16.
Because it was legalization.
Yes.
So that's 6 years.
That's 6 years. Yes, it is. The math checks out.
Did I say that's TS? I did, right? That's TS. We've had a long day.
And that's Sasha.
And we're the Cool Nerd Weed Show. We're not even smoking weed. And it's we're live. We're live on Adobe Radio. But if you're listening to this at a later date, follow us on Twitter, Cool Nerd Weed, and Instagram and YouTube and everywhere else, Cool Nerd Weed Show, and all that goodness. And we're starting off the show smoking this Source.
Yes.
If you're in LA, you've probably seen Source. Actually, is Source multi-state? I feel like I've seen them in another state I was in.
They might be. I don't know. They're definitely from LA. I'm pretty sure they started in LA.
Well, I'm not sure. Local. If you're in LA, you've seen this. If you're in another state, probably not. But I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, people spread their wings and go to other states, so it might be. Yeah. There's a lot of companies doing interstate. That's progression. Source was an interesting company. I remember when we first went legal, they were
they were definitely one of the first companies that approached us with prepackaged boxed branded cannabis,
and they were going to kind of saying like, this is how it's going to be, so you're going to have to do the prepackaged. It was like them and like Northern Emeralds too. I remember were like one of the first ones. And Source was like, they had whoever their like reps were very persistent. Like they came. Sure. Like when we went legal, they came like every single week to drop off a sample. I don't know how they did that though, because you do samples when we went legal.
For a while.
Did they do it on the Losies where they just like?
For a while you could.
It was the Wild West. Before Metric.
Just before Metric you could. It was much easier.
So yeah, they would just like drop them off like a lot. And they really wanted you to try their OG. And it tested really high.
The Source always tests really high.
And when I was, you're right, it does all taste the same. Because this is giving me pandemic vibes, because when it was the Panera Bread and no dispensaries were open, there was only delivery. And I ordered this off Glassdoor. They were always available, and it was the OG, and it might have been a garlic strain actually that I ordered, because I would just take what the hell I can get, because I was like terrified of not being able to get weed. And
it's a funny time. It
was a very funny time. Well, you were in Florida, so if you had Source, you'd be happy.
Yeah, had my own set of challenges.
Yes, indeed. So Source was very available and
readily
available. So they've been, around, and they say they're clean, or they are clean green.
It's certified clean green.
So that's true, I'm sure. And they do taste clean. It's not about the cleanliness of it, right?
Yeah, no, it tastes it tastes clean. I don't just
Indoor.
The indoor premium flowers here.
This is GMO
Pie. Number 1. Now, I know they're doing their own breeding as well. They've got their own breeding program happening. So this might be one of them.
There's a lot of companies, I learned firsthand, that are going the garlic route. They just think it's the best. They're really trying to make it the new Runts.
Yeah, I think you're right, but I just am not.
I don't know why.
Backing it.
I don't know why. We don't support this decision. The nerds are anti garlic. We're anti-American, anti-cop, and anti-garlic. Just kidding about the first two, you dummies.
Only one of those things is true.
Go to our iTunes and leave us a good review, please. By the way, to drown out the one bad review that has been haunting our dreams. We should just say it. I mean, whatever. It's not a secret. We are devastated that we have a bad review. So go give us good reviews. And we're not anti-cop or anti-American. That was just a joke. The comment on iTunes says that.
If it was a constructive criticism of the show that was true, then sure.
Of course. We're always looking to grow. But shit, calling us that stuff is uncool because we're not those things. We're actually very pro our country and what it should stand for. If you listen to the show. Anyway, okay. GMO.
Back to GMOs.
Which we are anti. That we will be readily anti because I don't like it.
It's the GMO or the garlic cookies or garlic mushroom onion cookies. You would think by all accounts we would like it because we like all of those things in this is true.
Real life. And the terps of those things we like as well. If that's what they're claiming that you get from those, which I assume.
I've had some more very earthy, hints of garlic on the way in and on mushrooms earthiness on the way out.
This or
not this particular. Not this particular.
I don't know if I've really ever had like a great GMO that I've been like, wow, that was so good. It definitely is indica. It definitely makes you feel indica-y. For whatever that's worth, those terps have indica traits to them, but it's just not yummy.
Yeah, Georgia Pie we had a couple of weeks ago it was from the source. It was the Smalls. Oh, we had their Georgia Pie.
Did we like it?
We enjoyed it. I mean, it was it was one of those black bags that we had. It came in a quarter. It was like a. We were ballers on a budget.
Yeah, and I had it. You got it for me.
Oh, no. That was mine.
You had it.
I had it.
Okay.
I was balling on a budget that week.
Yeah, no, I'm about to ask you to get me. So, listen, the source is nice and...
It was sweeter and much better. Like, this version, the GMO pie, is a cross with Georgia Pie.
Right.
And they bred the sweetness right out of it.
Right. And we do tend to like sweet better. That's just what we like better. It's a matter of taste, maybe.
Yes.
But we do feel like this garlic sensation is a little bit like, no, thank you. Now, I have to say, like, the feeling of it's pretty nice, I guess. Like, the effect.
It is a nice high. I'm pretty relaxed.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's, like, kind of relaxing.
For as angry as I could be. At that
comment.
At the garlic.
At that garlic. Yeah, I'm still.
That comment. And the comment. I'm pretty relaxed right now.
Yeah, same.
So it is. It tested high.
Did yeah. They always do test high. Source.
Source always tests high.
And it doesn't really have that like, sometimes those high testing weeds have like a certain taste to them. They don't taste good. This doesn't have that. I have to say, like it's not like it's a bad.
Yeah, some test extremely high. Just don't. The flavor is not on point.
Mm-hmm. If it's not like a cookies strain or something. Like there's some brands that just do high potency and it just kind of tastes weird. This is not that. I just think I don't really like garlic strains and GMOs.
Yeah,
I don't think I like it.
The GMO catalog and sisters and strains and cultivars just continue to grow. But I don't know. There's like a million strains out there, and we love that candy gas right now. So
yeah,
give us more of that, please.
Yeah, we're into the candy gas for sure. And I saw somebody like kind of complaining about the hyphae weed that we love.
Really?
Well, like kind of just like why does it have like the artwork on it, kind of, and why is it $70? Like that it's hyphae.
Okay.
Like I was like, you're basically just asking why it's hyphae weed. Like I don't know. Of course you can get like a more sensibly priced option.
For sure. Yeah.
That could be exotic adjacent, like I mean, how much does Source cost in your establishment?
They are like there's a couple variations, but like there's a 65 and I think there's like a 60.
I mean, I guess that would be, this is considered
And then they do their little quads where they're like 55 for 7 Gs.
When you get to 70, it is like, whoa, I can't believe I'm paying $70 for.
Yeah, and then you take it one step further, and you're like, oh, now I'm paying $80 for.
Yeah.
But a lot of those hyphy eighths are like close to 90.
Yeah, they
elsewhere.
Are. They are. They're expensive. I mean,
you get what you pay for.
You do. I think it's good weed. I do. Who am I to say if it's worth, $90? I don't know.
Give you, you get all of the little extra details in a craft cannabis flower.
Like the bag.
But yeah, of course, the presentation is the artwork.
It does add to it.
The sticker, but what is in the bag is
if you're watching on YouTube, I have the sticker on my hydro flask.
But what is in the bag ultimately has to.
Somebody was like, "Why are there like anime titties on my weed? And why is it $70?" And I'm like, "That's a fair point."
Sure,
but I ask you, why not is there weed? Why not is there titties on my weed? And why not is it $70? I mean, there's really no reason for it to be that expensive, I guess, but there is. I mean, if you're thinking of like the legal cannabis market, things just cost 85 bajillion times more expensive than you would think so, especially if you were in the Prop D era where things were like based on compassion, not for profit. This is a for-profit industry, and I'm not one to be like, yay, capitalism, but I am one to be like, starting a fucking weed business is very expensive. And if you're not a big corporation that's multi-state, if you're going to put the time and attention to craft your weed the way these growers do, like the Ted's Buds and even the Cookies of the world, Cookies, you can get a fucking $75 eighth at Cookies easy if you get top shelf weed. That's worth it because they're putting time and energy into beautiful packaging and beautiful, I mean, hopefully it's not too much packaging because that is a bummer, but if it's like a nice, cool artwork thing, and also the weed is bomb. It's not just the packaging. The weed is really good.
The weed inside.
That's expensive to do. That's not cheap to do.
Delicious.
And it's worth it to us. But we're also like in the industry and we have it like readily available and it's like part of like our paycheck basically. But so we've said if you're just like hopping along, crossing into LA just for a few days for your family vacation, maybe the $70, $80 hyphy isn't for you. Maybe Source. Maybe you want to really show the family how to like get high. Maybe Source, but Source is even a little like exotic for like the mid-level user, I feel like.
It's always
much as we're like ambivalent towards it, it's a pretty high.
Sure.
It's
a high ticket item for a lot of people.
Definitely.
I would say it's worth it as well.
Yeah, I think so. I just don't love this strain. It's not a strain for me.
No,
but Source does always like have the same element of taste to it, but I don't know, maybe that's their signature. And it's not bad. I would recommend Source. I would.
No, this is more of a rant on garlic.
Yeah, this is a personal anti-garlic sentiment because I've seen some like cuts of Source that have been really nice. It's like some straight, like there's been some
one of their OGs.
Isn't it like the Source OG? Yeah, that was like the one that they were like, you guys will like this,
We're like, damn, that is a beautiful cut of OG,
and it tasted like OG, and it was very good. So Source does really good work. I just think it's like, we don't like garlic.
For as much garlic as we consume in our daily lives.
Yeah, I mean, we're Italian, like it's part of our.
We don't like that terp profile.
No thanks. So that was our review of this, which I hope you got something from that because it was kind of all over the place. But our general sentiment was that we don't love garlic. If you see it a lot in your life, I've seen it in other states. I saw it in New Jersey, a few strains, a few different brands had some garlic strains.
I found like several articles, people claiming it's the holy grail of indicas.
That's a strong disagree for me. It's a strong no. It's not the holy grail of indicas. It's not.
It is not.
I don't know what I would call what would you call the holy grail of indicas?
I don't know, like a pure like Afghani cut, like something really.
Yeah.
Like an old school Afghani hash plant.
Whatever indica means anymore.
I don't know, but that would be a land race from that part of the world. Something pure.
Fair enough.
think I'm done with that.
Okay. I rolled another one. So
Oh, we doubled down.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll power through.
Yeah. We want to thank you so much for being a beautiful audience. Thank you very much. We'll be back real soon. Y'all take care and remember, unity forever, please.